Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pickler Yoga. My name is Rachel. Today we are getting specific and focusing on or giving a lot of extra love to our lower back. So find a little bit of space to move. Let's get started, and just remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. So we're just going to start today by finding a nice seated position. And then bringing your hands and just place them on your knees. So as you inhale, I want you to sit nice and tall, really lengthening through your spine. Feel free to close your eyes if it feels right. We're going to take another nice big inhale. And as you exhale, start to turn your upper body to face the right side. Still keeping that nice long spine. You can take that right hand to the floor beside you or behind you and just use it for some support. That left hand might also want to reach for the right knee, and then just bring your gaze or your chin to face the same direction as your chest. So with each inhale you take, I want you to sit a little taller, find that nice long spine. And as you exhale, hold the twist or maybe even go just a little further, but don't go too far that you actually have to put in a lot of effort to turn. Just listen to the body. Go as far as feels right, as feels natural. Let's take another inhale and exhale. Using an inhale, you can turn yourself to face the front again. Take your hands, rest them on your knees, sitting a little bit taller if you'd like, and then stay for a breath in. Exhale, turning the upper body to face the left side this time. Breathing here. Nice long spine. Nice gentle twist. Awesome job, you guys. We're going to do a few twists today because they are one of the best ways to just release anything going on in that low back. So take another inhale, sit a little taller. Exhale, twist. Use an inhale to turn yourself back to face the front. We are going to move onto our hands and knees. So open up your eyes if they're still closed. Come forward. Bring your hands to the mat. Find your knees. Bring them right underneath the hips. And we're just going to move that right hand to the middle a little bit. And then as you inhale, you're going to start to reach that left arm up for the ceiling. Just a nice little twist. You can engage the core a little bit here and just reach as far as feels right. You can look up, push into that right hand, nice and strong through that right arm. Take another inhale and exhale. Let's place that left hand where the right one is, so right in the middle of that mat. Use an inhale, reaching up with that right arm. Pushing into the left hand, nice and strong through that left arm, that left shoulder, and just a nice twist here. Taking another inhale and exhale. Awesome, you guys. You can bring your hands right underneath the shoulders, so bring them back to where they were. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Tuck your toes, and let's lift up into downward facing dog. But we're going to have a down dog with really bent knees today. So forget about the legs. Think about the spine, the low back. So bend the knees. Think about bringing the sit bones up towards the ceiling, kind of like you want to arch your back, but just a very micro movement. You're just creating as much length that spine as you can. Keep those knees nice and bent. Push into your palms, let your head be heavy. I'll let you rock side to side if you want, but just keep your knees bent. Awesome job, you guys. Using an inhale, start to look between your hands. And as you exhale, walk your feet up to the top of your mat. Bring your feet about hip width apart, and we're going to bend our knees a lot here. So kind of using your quads as a shelf for your chest, for your entire upper body, really. And then let the arms just dangle or rest on the mat, and let your head be heavy. Finding length through the back of that neck as you kind of bring your chin in towards your collarbone. But keep those knees nice and bent. Releasing through that low back. Finding length through that spine, but just kind of letting the body relax and be heavy. Nice job, you guys, using an inhale. You can start to lift the upper body just a little bit. But as you exhale, we're going to plant our hands completely and step our feet all the way back into downward dog. So keep those knees nice and bent. Think about dropping the chest towards those thighs. Use an inhale. We're going to shift the weight forward nice and slow, like you're coming into a plank. But then as you exhale, we're going to just lower to the knees and then drop the chest all the way down onto the mat. All right. So keeping the hands underneath the shoulders to start. Cobra. Use an inhale. Lift your chest. Roll your shoulders back and down and just really pull those elbows in towards your sides. Feeling that all through your back. Soften your glutes. Take another inhale. And exhale. Lower your chest. Inhale. We're going to lift back up. And exhale. Lower down. One more. Inhale. And an exhale to release. Okay. So bringing your hands back beside your hips. So you can have your fingertips pushing into the mat. We're going to keep our legs down. And kind of like we were doing in Cobra, we were lifting that chest, but our hands are going to be beside our hips. And this is called locust pose. So use an inhale. Lift your chest a bit. You can push into your fingertips, but try to just let your legs stay connected. Let your feet stay connected to the mat. A little bit of strength going into that low back right now as we have to hold the chest up. So take another inhale and exhale. Release your chest. Rest a cheek or a chin on the mat. You can rock your hips from side to side if you want a little bit extra release. Or just find stillness. But we're going to go up just one more time. So with an inhale, lift the chest up as high as it wants to go. You can push into those fingertips if you'd like. But again, relax those legs. Lifting the chest, using that back, that low back to help keep that chest up there. Breathe. Let's stay for another inhale. And exhale. Lower the chest all the way down. We're going to bring our hands under our shoulders and just push ourselves back up onto our hands and knees. At the same time, bring the knees out nice and wide and your big toes together and take child's pose. So sinking those hips back towards the heels. Instead of relaxing completely though, push into your palms, lengthen your arms, and then send the hips a little bit further back. And that's just going to help create some length through the spine. And then you can drop your forehead down. You can definitely relax your head down. But just keep pushing into the palms, creating that length through the upper body. Nice job, you guys. Stay for another breath here. And then slowly as you inhale, you can start to lift all the way back up. You can bring your knees in. We are going to transition onto our back. So cross your ankles, bring your legs out, and then lay all the way down. So we're going to hug our knees into our chest and just do a little rock from side to side. Just letting the shoulders and the head be nice and heavy onto the mat. Just kind of massaging the low back here as you rock side to side. You could actually kind of start to do some circles as you kind of massage that entire low back. So kind of let the legs move and try to connect all four corners of that low back down as you roll. And then we're probably rocking in one direction, so let's rock the other direction. And just trying to connect the low back to the mat. A little massage. Awesome work, you guys. So starting to let the feet come back down onto the mat. You can reach your arms out to either side. We're just gonna lift the hips up and move them to the right side of the mat. Then your knees are gonna come down all the way to the left side. Stack those legs on top of each other. If you wanna place your left hand on your knees, you can, but finding a twist. Again, twists are one of my favorite ways to release all that tension in the back, specifically that low back. So using an inhale, we can start to bring the knees back up. Plant your feet, just lift your hips and slide them to the left side of your mat. Then they can fall over to the right. Twisting on the other side. When you're ready, you can use an inhale to lift the knees back up. Move your hips to the middle of your mat. Bring that low back onto the mat. So really just kiss it down. Move side to side if you need to. Keep massaging that low back into the mat, into the ground. And then you can stay here as long as you'd like, you guys. But have a great day. Have an awesome day. And until we meet again, namaste.